Welcome to Taxonomy Online Mathematics. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. We still have a question we want to provide a solution to. So we have if the 3 minus a, 6, 7 minus 5a are the consecutive terms of a GP. Then with a common ratio being greater than what? 0. Alright, we have to find the value of a in those expressions. Consecutive simply means that it continues. If it is 1, the next will be 2, the next will be 3. The difference between them will be the same. Alright, now we know under GP to find ratio, that is the common ratio. The y itself ratio means a fraction. A is to b, a over b is the same thing. So to find the ratio, if I have 2, 3, 4, 5, finding their common ratios are, meaning I need to take the term after 2. That is 3 over what? 2. That is the ratio. And these ratios will be the same as if I am taking 5 divided by what? 4. Don't forget, I just list the values with no common ratio being equal. So that is the meaning. So it means this is our first term, second term, third term, and what? Fourth term. So it means the ratio of fourth and the third term should be the same as the ratio of the third and the second. It must be the same as also the second and the first. So what it means is that if I have second term over first term, the common ratios will be the same as the third term over the second term. I believe you've gotten the concept. To find common ratios. The same thing for AP, common difference. It means the second term minus the first term is always the term after the preceding one. Alright. So if that is the case, we know this is our first term. It says it's consecutive. So first, second, third. So that means that this as a second term over the first term, the answer or the ratio should be the same as the third over the second. So rewriting this in terms of this, I'll have 6 over first term 3 minus a. The answer should be equals to the third term 7 5a over the second term, which is going to be what? 6. Don't forget the terms will be consecutive. So I will not be saying third and first because I've used the second here. No. Second, first, third, second, fourth, third in that order. So now this becomes a fraction which we can equate as an equation. So we can cross multiply, or better still look for the LCM, going to be the product of 6 times 3 minus what? A. But I'll prefer to cross multiply. So if I cross multiply, this will multiply this, so we'll be having 3 minus a in one bracket, 7 minus 5a in another bracket equals to 6 times what? 6. Alright, so here we can expand using the FOIL method. This will multiply this. So 3, 7, 21. 3 times 5 is 15a, minus a times 7, minus 7a, minus a times minus 5a. That becomes positive 5a squared, all equals to 36. Don't forget constant. So we group them together. So what happened here? If I like, I maintain these terms, trying to have my square being the first term. So 5a squared, I can compute this 15a, 7a. Don't forget they have the same power of a, so they are like terms. So minus 15 minus 7 is a negative depth. Two depths coming together still have to be a depth, but it will be higher as in terms of the addition. So I'll be having 22. So minus 22a in that case equals to 36, then my 21 will cross over, become minus 21. Alright, so 5a squared, 22a. I think if I perform this, I'll be having 15. 15. So 6, 3. So 15 as in positive value. And I can see that it's a square, single. So I'll move them together to form a quadratic equation. 5a squared, 22a minus 15 equals 0. Don't forget, all the way from here, you can decide to also send 36 to your positive 21. It could have given you a negative 15 right away. Then here will be 0. It's the same thing. So we have our values. Don't forget that there's no common factor between 5 and 22, even though there's a common factor between these two. So what do? We use this to multiply this, find the factors of 5 times negative 15. Don't forget it's negative, so we need to get negative 75. So we are going to look for factors of negative 75. When we add, we get negative 22, but when we multiply, we still get it, meaning one of the factor must be negative. And since we are having negative here, the biggest one or the bigger one. Alright, so if we are listing the factors, you have to have in mind the 22. So I know the factors of this will be 175. I know it will be 25. So if I look at 3 and 25, as in 3, 25. If I do all being negative, I get a negative 28. If I put one of them to be negative, my answer will be 22. Either positive or negative. So as I said earlier on, the bigger one must be negative to give me negative here. So the factors I'm looking for will just be 3, negative 25. Alright, so we are going to replace that with this. So we can have 5a squared minus 3, if I like, in one bracket, or let's just say we leave it. Then the next factor which we have is what? Our minus 25. Don't forget, earlier on we are saying that the one or the factors will be negative and the bigger one. So it means this will be negative, even though I'm seeing negative there. 3 is the negative and the 25 is the 3 is the positive, sorry, and the 25 is the negative, to give him my negative sign. So a minus 15 all equals to 0. So we are going to put the first 2 in one bracket, the last 2 in another bracket. So let me take it separately. 5a squared plus 3a in this bracket minus 25a. Now, anytime there is a negative in front of a bracket, the signs in the bracket must change. Meaning there is a negative 1 here. Multiply a positive 25a to give me negative 25a. This negative must multiply whatever is here to give me back negative. So it is only when I have a positive sign here. That is when I multiply, I get negative. But if I have negative sign as I'm seeing there, it means the original question will be positive. So I'll be having plus 15 equals 0. So that when I open the bracket, the original sign will not change. Because negative 1 times positive 15, negative 15. Alright. So we're looking for the common factors. Here will be just a, then 5a plus 3, as in this time this, give me this back, minus common factor, I believe that will be 5. So 5 multiplying 5a plus 3 equals to 0. What again do I have? I have a common factor. So I take them out. So this common factor out, what is left is a factor of a minus what? 5. All this must equals to 0. So either this is 0 or this is 0. So I'll be having 5a plus 3 equals to 0. or a minus 5 equals 0. This will cross. So 5a equals minus 3 divided by 5. So your a is going to be minus 3 over 5. Or better still, here we have our a equals to our positive what? 5. So inside this place, I'll be having a equals to this minus that. So this is going to be equal, and this 0 will not be there because this is a negative crossing to become what? Positive. So looking at it, we have this as 5a, as you can see. So it will move to become negative. Divided by 5, negative answer. The a minus 5. When the 5 crosses as negative, become what? Positive. But we are saying that we are looking for what? The common ratio. Not the value. Okay, we are looking for the value of a. So the value of a will just be this or this. But let's see. If I take the a and put it here as positive 5. So 5 is going to be here. So 3 minus 5. 3 minus 5. That gives me minus what? 2. Minus 2 as in the first term. The second term will be 6. If I put my positive 5 here, I'll be having 25. So 7 minus 25. 25, 7. So I'll be having negative 18. So let's see. If I put 6 over negative 2, I'll be having negative 3 as my answer. If I pick negative 18 over 6, I still get negative 3. Don't forget, I am only trying to pick this. This term, second term over the first term, negative 3. Third term, negative 18 over this. That will give me negative. But I have been told that the common ratio is more than what? 0. So I am having negative. So it means the value of a cannot be what? 5. Even though we are told bigger. I'm seeing this will be bigger. But if I bring it back, the common ratio will not be a positive answer. So a can never be this. Then it means I have to try this. But I know automatically it will be this anyway. But let's see. If you want to try that, then it's going to be 3 minus a, which our a is minus 3 over what? 5. So I get a positive value. We're having 3 plus 3 over 5. So this time this, 15 plus 3 all over 5. I get 18 over 5 as positive. And look at this. This is also positive. So 6 divided by this. No matter what, I will get a positive value. So therefore, the value of x is going to be minus 3 over what? 5. I believe you followed the conditions that make us reject the a. The condition is that our common ratio is bigger than 0. So in the actual sense, we should be thinking that the answer should be the positive one. But what it means is that we must place back a into the consecutive terms given to us, so that we perform the common ratio. The answer I should be getting should be a positive one. So that disputes that this will be the answer, but rather the negative one. Alright, I believe you follow the concept. Try taking the question under this. This is one of the questions that came at WASSCE. So try taking any question at all on GP. Try and see whether you can also use the approach we have here to solve that. Thank you very much for watching. This will remain Taxonomy Online Mathematics.